HBCU Overdrive is proudly sponsored by WeWorkForEverything.org. At WeWorkForEverything.org, this is for those who are trying to build for a dream. With their latest hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and accessories and more, you can have it all here at a reasonable price. Black owned and operated out of the great state of New York. Like I said, get suited and booted. Check it out at WeWorkForEverything.org. Peace. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Doc Holiday. We are back again with another HBCU tonight on this Friday, September the 22nd in the year of our Lord 2023. Man, make sure that you like this stream. Make sure that you comment and share, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. You want to become an exclusive member of the channel where we're going to start having members only videos, member only lives. Make sure that you hit that join button and choose between the two tiers. And also just to let you know everything that we do as far as joining the page, becoming an exclusive member of the family. It does go back to the channel. It does not go anywhere else, but it goes back into the channel as always. But y'all really know how we do it. I already know how we do it. Like I said, make sure you become a subscriber. Just join us. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at HBCU_overdrive. Again, then also, like I said, with becoming an exclusive member of the family, we will have start doing members only live shows where you will get behind the depth scenes or just some juicy info, juicy gossip that you would normally would not see on this channel on this show right here. And then last but not least, if you want to donate to the channel, make sure that you hit the Cash App. You can hit the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. Like I said, every dollar that you donate does go back into the channel. It does go towards initiatives. It goes towards travel. It goes towards equipment. So that's just letting everybody know what's going on. And last but not least, if you got a birthday right now, make sure, make sure you hit me up so we give out these September birthdays. It is Libra season now. It is our year. It is our season now. I am a Libra, stone cold Libra. It is our time right now. So if you got a birthday that's here right now or coming up in the next couple of weeks, for the Libras out there, Libra gang, hit me up. As always, that's what we're gonna do. That's how we do it tonight. Let's see who we got up in here. We got my assistant up in here. Yes, she is up in here, armed and ready. We got Henny God up in here. Yes, sir. What's going on? Make sure you tell me where you're from and hit the school that you claim. Tell me where you're from and hit the school where you claim. But let me get this going on right here. Kind of fix this banner. How's everybody weekend going on today? How's everybody Friday going on? Friday. And let everybody know we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, man. So we just right now we're at 1936. We just need 64 more to hit 2,000, and let's gonna keep going on and keep going on. Jay White is up in here representing Alabama A&M. Gonna get on that for that game from last night. Look abysmal for one half. Then they decide to turn it on. But I will say this. Quincy Casey did look damn good yesterday. I would give him that. He looked damn good yesterday. So so I mean, get that going on. And then let me add another banner. Uh-oh. Mr. Campbell talking about FAMU about 40. Woo. We shall see. We shall see. My boy Craig Hall is in the building. Third Ward Tiger, Texas Southern is in the building as always. Salute to you, my guy. But yeah. Yeah. So as I was saying earlier, so we're gonna get into it. Like I said, this is HBCU tonight, and this show is brought to you by we work for everything.org. Go out there and get your merch, shirts, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, short, whatever they got on there, go get it. Black owned and operated. You know what I'm saying? Um, Feels good, look good. You know how it is. You play good, you get paid good, but we ain't going it. We ain't gonna go deep too far with that. But man, like I said, this show is brought to you by we work for everything.org. Go check them out. Check out all the merch that they got: hoodies, long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, uh, sweatshirts, whatever they got. Go pick it out and look good up in it. But yeah, so first thing first on the agenda. What up, Frank? Yes, sir, Mr. Hezekiah. Yeah, let him know. Let him know. Like the stream. But first and foremost, man, shout out to those Alabama A&M Bulldogs for the for the I don't know what type of win it was, but it was a win against Arkansas Pine Bluff. That score was, I think it was 34-27. Oh man. What's going on? A lot of there. What's happening, little bro? What's going on, man? So yeah. Get into this sweat score right here. See if we did have a game last night. So last night's game was 31-24, going in the way of Alabama A&M. And then I did say just before There was a Quincy Casey sighting last night, and he was spot on last night. My man was spot on last night. 27 of 33, 328 yards with 3 touchdowns. And the best thing about it, no interceptions to go along with it. Donovan Eaglin came back from a small little injury. 19 carries for 126 yards and 1 touchdown. Ryan Morrow, 14 carries, 39 yards. Quincy Casey added on 10 yards, and Harold Jemison added on 2 yards. So equal out to 177 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. So 4 touchdowns in total for the team. 505 yards of total offense last night. 505 total yards offense last night for Alabama A&M. That's the type of team that you're supposed to see from A&M. That is the team that we supposed to been seeing the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Prior to Kill Glass. You got a pocket passer, you got a gunslinger in Quincy Casey. You should utilize that dude more often. I understand you cater to what you have as far as with Xavier Langford, but I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I hope Coach Maynard is listening to this, or he's watching this, or any of his players watching this. Quincy Casey is your quarterback. Quincy Casey is your quarterback. The receivers out there look like the outlaws that we saw a couple of years ago. Running game was spot on last night, and everything else was cool. Defense played on point. Now I do have some issues about the defense. I do have some issues about what we saw last night as far as team play. So, and what I mean by that is the fact that you had 11 penalties for 100 yards. You cannot expect to win games like that. You had 11 penalties for 100 yards. And let's not I'm not going to down talk on Pine Bluff because they had 10 penalties at 84 yards. So this game last night was a total mess in the first half. So, but let's get on with Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff, Jalen Macon, 17 to 29, 227, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. This is your quarterback right here, y'all. This for Pine Bluff, Coach Hampton, this your quarterback. Looked good yesterday, but then in the second half, he started to look like a freshman. After the last touchdown that they scored, he started to look more like a freshman. You got to get your running game on par. 78 yards on the ground on 28 carries, which carries a 2.8 yards per carry. You have to solidify that running game. You got to solidify the running game because you got to make sure that you take that pressure off your quarterback. There were things that I saw with Pine Bluff that I feel like is going to be there's going to be problems with other teams in the foreseeable future, and I think Coach Hampton has a team that he's building, and give about another year or two. Give about another year or two with a recruiting cycle, 2 recruiting cycles, and you will see this team back up on top. And Pine Bluff has a tendency to go down for like 3 or 4 years, but they'll be back on top for like 2 or 3 of them. So it kind of evens itself out. You'll find out in the morning, Mr. Campbell. You'll find out in the morning. All right. I won't do my pregame until tomorrow. All right. We just on we doing this because just read the title. We gonna get into it in a minute. But um both teams have a bye week. They will be back. Um they will be back next week. Tuskegee got Alabama A&M, which is your homecoming next weekend. You got Tuskegee in Huntsville, and then Pine Bluff. You have Southern coming to town on next week. So, and that would be a game that I would like to watch too. And I think it might be on HBCU Go. But let's get into it. Uh First on the list, y'all. Want to give a shout out to Dwayne Lewis. I want to give a shout out to Dwayne Lewis. He picked up a new endeavor. He was named senior associate AD for external relations for at University of Texas in Arlington. So he was the AD. He was the man you needed to talk to for Jackson State about media relations to get that interview with the coaches and the players. um, and this is read. This is basically coming from UTA's their uh, official website. With a vast background in marketing and communications, Dwayne Lewis has been selected as UT Arlington Senior Associate Athletic Director of External Relations. Lewis boasts a diverse background with experience in athletics marketing and communications at the university, conference, and NCAA levels, as well as International Football League for the Rams organization. Uh, Lewis, who has served on the media relations staff of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic and the 2023 College Football National Championship game, comes to Arlington from Jackson State University, where he oversaw all communications and marketing efforts for athletics since February of 2022. There's the 4B in here. Mr. Ford in here. As the Associate Athletic Director for Public Relations and Sports Media, while serving as the primary media contact for JSU football with oversight across country, track and field, and bowling. We are excited to have Dwayne join our family, said UTA Director of Athletics, John Fagg. Pause. His diverse background and skill set will allow him to excel from day one on campus and help elevate our Maverick brand. We're thrilled to have him in Arlington. In 2022, Lewis oversaw interview requests for Coach Deion Sanders and actively coordinated interviews and stories on legendary national platforms 60 Minutes and Good Morning America in October, as Jackson State's football program posted its first undefeated regular season in school history. Lewis was the lead JSU contact for the planning and execution of ESPN's College Game Day Live from Jackson, only the fourth time the show originated from an HBCU game in the program's history. Lewis oversaw story content plan for the department that generated a 303% increase in social media engagements, the fourth largest increase in the country, ranking behind only St. Peter's, Kansas, and Davidson. The official JSU athletic social media platforms had nearly 1.2 million engagements in 2022. In 2023, Lewis created a promotional plan that helped JSU baseball triple the number of season ticket holders from the year before. And this is from the AD. He said he's excited. I'm excited for this opportunity uh, at UT Arlington. Lewis said AD John Fagg has a tremendous vision for Maverick student athletes and the department as a whole, and I look forward to joining his team. It's a great time to be a Maverick as we engage our university community, alumni, fans, and supporters to elevate UTA athletics. So Mr. Lewis also worked for the St. Louis and now Los Angeles Rams from 1997 to 2007, directed communications operations for the college football national championship game. That was the All-State Sugar Bowl 2007, and led athletic communications departments at 3 Southwestern Athletic Conference institutions, as well as the league office. So prior to coming to JSU, Lewis spent 10 months as the director of marketing and public relations at Houston-Tillotson University in Austin, Texas. He was the primary university contact with print and electronic media, coordinated appropriate timely responses to media inquiries, coordinated media interviews for the president and campus leadership, and promoting university successes. His other stops have been at University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. That was from 2019 to 2021. Prairie View A&M from 2016 to 2019, and Alabama State from 2011 to 2016. So my man got extensive experience dealing with this. And just to say, we as Jackson, as JSU alums, we appreciate what you have done for our university, even in this short period of time, and hope that you continue on with your future endeavors at University of Texas at Arlington. Appreciate you. You deserve a round of applause. Second on the list. What we got right now, man. See if I can find it. All right. All right. North Carolina A&T Chancellor Harold L. Martin Sr., who is in his 15th year as the leader of North Carolina A&T State University, will retire at the end of the 2023-24 school year. He announced this afternoon at a scheduled Board of Trustees meeting. His leadership has been recognized across the state and nationally. So, 15 years after him, Chancellor Martin decides that he is going to hang it up at the end of the year. What has he done during his time at A&T? His team, as far as football team, winning 4 Celebration Bowls, a couple of FBS wins in football, having a dominant track and field program, moving the athletic department to 2 conferences after leaving out of the MEAC. One season in the Big South, and this is their first year this year in the Coastal Athletic Conference. Can't say Colonial no more; it's Coastal now. they won't know who they will have, as they will have an extensive search for the next chancellor, and it will be running. I think that search will be ran by the University of North Carolina system. But whoever they get, as the chancellor, I think somebody's going to put in their ear that they're going to have to return back to the MEAC. Right now, what I see as far as on a football standpoint, football right now is abysmal. Even though they do have a new coach. They do have a new coach, but I feel like you're gonna go back into the dark days of when the team went 0-27. So I just feel like they'll go back into the dark ages of when they went 0-27 in football. The way that this team looks, it looks like they're going to go 0-11. I don't see them beating anybody. I see Hampton beating them this season when they play again. I don't see anything good coming out of this move for A&T in football. And like I said, at the end of the day, it is up to the next chancellor, president, whatever you want to call, to make the decision if they want to bring A&T back into the MEAC. But he did have 15 extraordinary years at A&T, and it's going to have to, a new face is going to be running the show. A new face will be running the show. Second on my list, I didn't get a banner for this, but second thing on my list is, y'all remember that interview I did earlier this year with the athletic director for Chicago State? And we was talking about the possibility of adding football to their, to their list of athletic teams. I think it is about to go underway. I think it going away, but they do they did put in a tweet that they're excited to kick off fundraiser to expand their D1 sports and potentially add FCS Division I football, and that we're launching a women's triathlon program. Now, remember, Chicago State is not considered a HBCU, but it is considered a predominantly Black institution. Um, um, if they get this going and if they raise the money, like I said, this will add football back to, it will add football inside of the city of Chicago, on the south side of Chicago. Um, Chicago is a recruiting hotbed for football. The Chicagoland area is the recruiting hotbed for football. Um, I think they will be able to get that. They will pull that off and get ready to get funded for football, which won't happen until fall of 2025. So they got enough time. They got enough time to get things going. They got enough time to get things going. But congratulations to Dr. Monique Carroll, who is the athletic director for Chicago State, getting that going, and we hope that they do get they do get football to come in. Also, whatever, I'm gonna say it like this: whoever conference they go play in, I would say, like I said, I don't know about the MEAC because that is a long way from Chicago, but I will say I would probably put them either in the SWAC or in the OVC. It all depends. It all depends. Or they can go independent. It depends. But we shall see. We shall see. And now let's get into why folks are here today. Why the folks are here tonight. Let's get into it. Here goes the foolishness again. Y'all see it? That's the title of the show tonight. Here goes that foolishness that we got to deal with every time somebody mentions University of Colorado. What's going on, Brother Bakari? I know people watch that video, Ricky Smiley. I know folks watch that video. And of course, everybody and their mama had something to say about if it was a joke or anything like that. Everybody had something to say about what they said. And it's the same thing people been saying. They keep saying, well, Dion at Colorado, he turned Colorado into an HBCU. Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? Where they do that at? He said Deion Sanders turned Colorado into an HBCU. And even though they said it was a joke, it still does not. It still does not. It's inconsiderate to say something like that. And it's even crazier because Ricky Smiley should know better than that. He should know better than that. He should know better than to fix his mouth to say a PWI is turning into an HBCU. And I get you, Mr. Campbell. Understand so. Understand so. Biggest BS and the disappointment. Biggest BS and disappointment. Because I want to get people's opinion. And everybody done gave their opinion. This whole week, y'all. Hey, Miss Keish. This whole week, HBCUs and especially Jackson State have been in the news, have been in other folks' mouth for the wrong damn reasons. I know my boy, I know my man Rev. He told me he good with me. I love my bro, but he says I muzzle myself sometimes. But I'm about to unleash now. Just because you get a couple of damn rappers that came from the South that follow your funky ass up to Boulder and have all this name recognition and stuff like that does not even fathom to turning your ass into an HBCU. You is lily white as the white snow caps of the Rocky Mountains. Your black population is only 2%, but 75, but 80% of your football team is African American. 80% of your men's and women's basketball team are African American. Everything else, that's it. It's white. It's white. It's white. And we talk about Ricky Smiley, who has by far the number one syndicated radio show in the nation. And who's also a product of an HBCU at Alabama State. But you talk about a guy that yell out "Roll Tide" every damn time, but he don't scream out "Swarm is one" because remember he's an alum of Alabama State. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting damn near tired of it. What's going on, Mr. Edwin? I'm getting tired of it. I don't need no white validation to validate who the hell I am. I don't need no white validation to validate who I am. If you can't accept me for me, then excuse my language, get the fuck on. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't cuss like that. But don't we get tired, man? I'm just saying this. Don't you get don't as 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 the community, as the diaspora HBCUs, don't we get tired of defending ourselves every time? Don't we get tired of defending ourselves? Hold on. I mean, don't we get tired of defending ourselves every time? Like we can have all the banter in the world. Of course, Mr. Campbell gonna come up in here. He gonna talk bad. He gonna talk his ish about FAMU. You know what I'm saying? Jay White. He gonna talk his mess about. He gonna talk his ish for Alabama A&M. You know what I'm saying? All the rest, we all up in here. MEAC Mike gonna talk his ish about for the MEAC and Morgan State. Uh, who else up in here? Mr. Moore, Edwin Moore, he gonna talk his ish. He gonna represent for Southern. The rest of us in here gonna represent for Jackson and every other school in the SWAC, in the MEAC, CIAA, SIC, Independent. Don't matter. But don't you get tired? Don't we get tired? Don't we get tired? Don't we get tired of having to defend ourselves from bullshit like this? Because I get tired all the time. I get tired of reading stuff on Twitter. I get tired of it. Like, I mean, it's different, SWAC fan, that that's your family. He an Auburn fan, and like you said, he went there, he graduated from there. Of course, he's gonna represent Auburn. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be at that Iron Bowl, but you say he go to the Magic City Classic. I mean, but it's different from saying that because of said celebrity, said head coach, that he's turning Colorado into an HBCU. Last time I checked, ain't no other school west of the Mississippi other than Langston and the Texas schools that are HBCUs. There's no schools on the West Coast that's an HBCU, Pacific Northwest, up in the Midwest. There's no other school. There's no other school west of the Mississippi like that. I take that back. There's no other HBCUs west of Interstate 35. I understand where you come from, Mr. Edwin, but for everybody else, don't we get tired of it? And that's the thing. It's becoming cold for Colorado, becoming too black. But I can't say they becoming too black because they only 2% of the population. Oh yeah. Artist, I forgot about Charles Drew in Los Angeles. My bad. It is one in LA. And I understand, like, we have I have my FBS affiliation. I'm a Tennessee Volunteer fan. But you don't sit here, I don't sit here and say, man, Tennessee, University of Tennessee turned into an HBCU. Like, I won't say that. I would not say that. And it was funny because I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This is how foolishness get played out right here. All right. So yes, I went to a PWI also. I went to Stephen F. Austin in East Texas. All right. So most of us, the black congregation, we pretty much know of each other. You know what I'm saying? The SFA is like probably like 14, 15,000 students in enrollment right now. But for the black people, you know, that's out there, that's on the yard and everything. We just know of we know of each other. Somebody came up to me. Somebody had came up to me. Somebody had came up to me and said, "Well, man, this is man, Stephen F. Foster, SFA is an HBCU." And I had this look on my face like, "Excuse me." I had to look on my face like, "Excuse me," because the last time I checked, the government did designate this as an HBCU. Nah, that's the last time I checked. They didn't designate that. It's not designated. It's not federally designated. So wherever I mean, it's cool that you feel like there's a feeling of being HBCU-ish, but this ain't no HBCU. And if you don't, and the crazy thing was, they said, "Well, I've never been to an HBCU, so this is the closest I would get." And I'm like, you got Prairie View, that's now about 2 hours from where we was at. Texas Southern, 2 hours where we was at. You got uh Jarvis, which is up the road. You have Wiley, which is up the road. You know, you got Texas College, which is up the road in Tyler. Like, go on those campuses and see how it is, and then you come back to me and tell me what's the difference. And then you see why you see why we safeguard it and we gatekeep this culture. Because anybody and everybody and anybody can come and try to take it. But it ain't for everybody. Some people didn't even some people went to an HBCU and they just said they felt out of place. And they just went somewhere else that was different, that's comfortable for them. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes down to it, yes, I'm a Tennessee fan. I'm a Tennessee Volunteer fan through and through. You know what I'm saying? I go back all the way to Conridge Holloway, and I wasn't even born then. That's where my memory come from. But I ain't gonna sit there and say, yeah, they turned into an HBCU. The hell I look like? I like this right here, me at Mike. If you got a black student union at your school, you are not an HBCU. And then we got people, it's crazy because everybody see, well, he's bringing the rappers and the Rock was there, and Lil Wayne came out to perform to lead the team out on the field, and you know what I'm saying, like this, that, and everything else. But they ain't say none of that shit when he was doing the same thing at Jackson State. They ain't say none of that stuff when he was doing the same thing at Jackson State, bringing out the whole paper route empire. You know what I'm saying? Desi Banks coming in, Thad Boy coming up. You know what I'm saying? The whole cast of P Valley coming in. It just, come on, man. Nobody had never said nothing about that. But you gonna say something about it now. Like, like, come on, man. This should just be, it infuriates me, y'all. I guess I got the spirit of Rev in my system tonight because it just irritated me. It just irritated me. And let's stop saying this shit about the independents that are in white conferences. They are still designated as an HBCU. They just decided they follow the money. Like, just come on, man. It just eats at me like, dude, y'all don't know. I bet you the average white fan from Colorado, they come to one of our institutions and go to one of our games. It will be a freaking culture shock to them. It will be a freaking culture shock to them. Just like it was for me when I went to my first PWI game in Knoxville, Tennessee, Florida weekend, and you had 102, 103 screaming white folks in the stands. And it was like pepper, just black people just sprinkled in like pepper here, there, and everywhere. One man, one man can never give away our culture. One man can never give away the HBCU culture. And man, you can't duplicate what we got here. You can try, but you can't duplicate it. You can't imitate it. What's the thing that Southern says all the time? Often imitated, never duplicated. Can't do it. Can't do it. You can't do it. Can't do it. Our schools, our institutions are the longest running black owned operations in the United States. Our institutions have been going strong for almost 180 years. But you cannot duplicate what we got. You can't duplicate. You can't duplicate the pride that we have in our school. You can't duplicate our bands. You can't duplicate the spirit that we have. You can't duplicate the culture. You can't duplicate this. This is something that you can't duplicate because in the history of the United States, y'all been trying to eradicate this right here. Y'all been, you can't duplicate this, but you've been trying to eradicate this. Let me repeat it for the folks that's in the back that ain't hear me. This kid right here, this right here, this kid right here, you can't duplicate this, but you try to eradicate that. So, as I get ready to leave up off this thing in a minute, let's see what happens after tomorrow afternoon. Colorado got a game. They got a game against Oregon in Eugene. If you've never been to Oregon, it is one of the most, I'm gonna say, as far as landscape, picturesque landscapes in all of the in the nation. But they don't cater to this. I'ma just say it. I'ma say it. When they lose, if they lose, and when they lose, what's the word gonna be? What's the word gonna be with what's going on with Colorado? Because guess what? They going to the meat of their schedule. They going to the meat and potatoes of their schedule. They got Oregon tomorrow. Next week, they got Southern Cal coming in into Boulder. And we'll see where they lie at after those two games in these next 2 weeks. Does it mean that it elevates JSU in any way? No, it doesn't. But what I'm telling you, it doesn't elevate. It doesn't do nothing for us. I don't care. But we got to stop giving these fools the narrative to try to downplay us. Roll shots. Hey, anybody in the chat? My moderator, can we get rid of this clown right here because it don't make us look like losers? I don't care. Did I say I care? Did I say it does anything for our university? Did it does anything for our athletic program? No, it doesn't. Just doesn't. But I'm just tired of people saying uh uh making stuff up. Give it to them. I don't care. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Here go this foolishness again, and we getting tired of this foolishness. Like, we getting tired of it. And if you don't like what I got to say, if you don't like what I got to say, you get your ass out by my chat. You can leave expeditiously. But like I said, I'm just tired of people saying they discount us for less. Roll shots, who is your school? Let me know who your school is. Tell me who your school is. And then I can comprehend what I could tell you about your institution. What is your school? What is your school? Tell me what your school is. Temple, all right. Temple your ass up out of here. Hey, everybody, Miss Whitley, go ahead, send his ass to the upper room. Bye. Let them go. Send them to the upper room. Bye. Buy shots. Buy shots. Buy shots. Ain't no Mr. Edwin, ain't no more talking to him. He Temple University, buy shots, roll shots, buy sir, man, whatever you are, dog, cat, chicken, duck, it doesn't matter to me. Bye. Everybody wave bye to him, y'all. Wave bye to him. Everybody wave bye. 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 And see, that's the type of shit that we got to deal with. Let me see what's up, man. I don't even do nothing like that. Y'all know me. I don't do nothing like that. But people like that get they annoy me. So I try not, I try to avoid it. Hey y'all, let's get to likes up to let's get to 100 likes, y'all. It's 98 folks up in here, man. Also, let's go ahead and donate to the Cash App. Let's donate to the channel. Hit that Cash App for the channel, y'all. Yep. I ain't worried about him, y'all. Hey, Mr. Campbell, I know you get ready to write. I know you get ready to work the verbal soliloquy, but you know what? I ain't got time to deal with that, man. We ain't got time to deal with that. That's trash right there. I'm gonna drop it right now, Mr. Brother Picard. You get on, and then we gonna end this on a good note. And I want my Uncle Said to come on here and give us a prayer to lead us out for tonight. Come on up here, Mr. Brother Picard. Oh, I know you got my back. I know you got my back. It's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I just get tired of, I get tired of just reading and listening and like that shit with Ricky Smiley just had me on ag mode for because you know better. You know better. You know better how what we had to go through. Like you know better. And I understand if you think I mean, my whole thing, if it was a joke, it's a joke. But come on now, bro, you know better. You know better. And why I don't have time for foolishness. Yeah, if it's in the chat, it's on here. I can't get it yet, but I know what you're talking about. And everybody, when you watch that clip, you seen it, everybody commented on there. Like everybody that's from the diaspora just commented and just gave him a verbal beatdown. Gave him a verbal beatdown. Gave him a verbal deep beatdown. Oh, it's funny. It was just reading them comments. I was like, you know what? That's crazy. But like I said, man, we just get tired of it. We just get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like starting off on Monday, on Sunday with the 60 minutes thing. Um, Starting on Monday, what the 60 minute, the Sundays with the 60-minute piece, and the depiction of Jackson and stuff like that. There's other ways to depict Jackson other than how it is right now. Um, and then you get the it thing with Travis getting hurt. They had a bounty out on him during the game, with the cheap shot. Um, and then this bull jump. I ain't want to say bull jump. Forget it. This bullshit right there. And now this depicts Ricky Smiley as a straight up clown. All he needed was some makeup and a damn big red nose, and there you go, clown shit. And we got other things to worry about right now. You know what I'm saying? Um, you got a lot of other things to worry about, and they just want to bring all this stuff up. Hey, Bakar, go ahead, connect your microphone. Oh, this was funny. This was funny. Like, this crazy. This funny. So funny when Negroes are proud of subpar PWIs. I couldn't stand if it was an Ivy League school or John Hopkins. They be loud and proud about Kent State. And that's what we say. Black people always they value black things. We got to get out that mindset. What's going on, brother?
Peace and love, peace and blessing, peace and black power. More importantly, peace and black power.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on, my man? Look, I'm gonna tell you something, dude. These damn, these damn Bill Apes, I'm telling you, when it's an insult when someone can sit, ooh, Colorado. I had a friend of mine tell me that about 2 weeks ago. Man, Dion got Colorado looking like a HBCU. I said, how? Did you see the audience? It was some black people up there. I say about 15. Dude, will y'all stop doing that? But let me tell you what's gonna happen. Let me tell you what will happen 5 years from now. The same black people that's screaming, Dion, who's celebrity worshiping, who's following the lead Billy Ape, the same black people they were screaming, see, that's cultural appropriation. No, it ain't. Cause y'all happy because he get a chance to be in white presence. Y'all happy that he's trying to give black culture to white people. Doc, you said something very important. You said they can't imitate our skin, right?
Right.
They can't, you know, that they can't duplicate nothing we do. They've tried to eradicate us. And what we don't understand, what this guy is doing, what this clown is doing, is part of the eradication program. Now, they ain't gonna kill us all. They gonna forget about the HBCUs. They shouldn't ever get nothing. Forget about the black communities. Let's just always talk negative about them. And some of our people, or some folks know what they're doing, but some of them are so stupid. Some of them are so, they just have no idea. They're ignorant. I ain't gonna call them stupid, but they have no idea. They would rush. I hear people on social media that's rushing to go pull for Colorado because that's where Coach Slime at, right?
Right.
But refused to pull for Jackson State or follow the games when he was at an HBCU. To hell with them HBCU. They think they better than everybody. Huh? These people has done a great job teaching black people how to fight each other, and they constantly win.
Right.
What black folks sat around and bragged that they done made white folks $18 million this week? We made that community $18 million. Wow. But you left a community that was in need. You left a community where that money would have been going to black business. Now, it wouldn't have been 18 million. You know why? Because white folks was not running to Jackson to support Dion, right? Black folks supported it. So it might have been 5 million. You understand what I'm saying? 8 million here. But there, all the black celebrities rushing to give away their money to them white folks. But they didn't come down to where black folks will see, because we look, oh, it's so nice out here. Yeah, they built it for themselves.
Right.
But instead of us coming together and saying we can do this for ourselves, we don't want to donate and support. We don't want to donate to an HBCU. We don't want to support a black town. We don't want to support these black communities. We would rather run and go give our money and support them. Then, now watch this, y'all. But I'm telling folks now, leave these celebrities alone, because when they get what's coming to them, then they're gonna turn and reach to the black community. The black community got to be strong enough. The black community got to be strong enough to start punishing even our own. It's this documentary on Netflix called One of Us. It's about the Jews. Just watch that and see what Jews do. See what those Hasidic Jews do.
Yeah.
When a Hasidic Jew turn their back and say, I don't want to be a part of it no more. Just look and see. We are the only people that go for this. We are the only people that go for this. Dude say, I'm praying on Dion's downfall. I don't give a shit about Dion. Or you either, Jay, in all honesty. Don't care about his. But one thing I do know for sure, there's no retirement plan for a coon in the history of this country. All you got to do is look and see how it has worked. All you got to do is look and see. If they don't get you now, they just get you 20 years later, when you think you can retire comfortably. Now let's put him in his place. Did you see what just happened to Clarence Thomas? You can just look and see what they do. But what I'm talking about is how we want to go run and support black folks, not people here, these other black folks want to go run and support somebody who completely every opportunity he gets in front of white people take a crap on shit on black folk, shit on HBCUs. Every opportunity he get, y'all ain't good enough. Black folk ain't good enough for him. Don't make a difference what black folks do. I have to be in white heaven. Now I'm gonna tell you something else, and this is something I ask people to stop repeating. Mel Kiper now say Shedeur Sanders is a first-round draft pick. Who gives a shit what Mel Kiper said about Shedeur Sanders? Let me learn you something right quick. Everybody know Doug Williams. That was a long time ago. Steve McNair in the 90s. Look and see what Mel Kiper said about Steve McNair. Look and see what Mel Kiper said about Tavares Jackson from Alabama State. But he was still a second-round draft pick. He started in Minnesota. Then he went to Seattle and was the second-team quarterback and won a Super Bowl, being back up to Russell Wilson. But we so concerned about what the white man has said about it, because they done told you being here Shedeur wouldn't get drafted. Oh, they won't get drafted. And people believe that, because instead of studying what has already happened throughout the history, all they got to do, they put a smiling face on the TV and then get a white man to say, talk negative about it. Now that he go to a white school, now he got props. Look and see if Tavares, the only thing I'm saying is look and see, go back and find the props that any of them white folks on ESPN gave Tavares Jackson. And you know that was recent because he won a Super Bowl with Russell Wilson. So that ain't going, because for black people like to say, yeah, but that was way back then. Well, but that wasn't way back then. He was a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He was a bag up to Russell Wilson.
Rest in peace to him.
But don't nobody want to talk, because we so stuck on how white people see us, how white people feel about us. Look in the mirror, and how do you see yourself? Look in the mirror, and how do you feel about yourself? You understand? I don't care what Shedeur loves, man. See, that's another thing about me. I don't concern myself with the people that left Jackson State because of him. I'm going to tell you why. Because when people say I support the kids, but I don't support Deion, by you supporting the people that Deion got to leave Jackson State, in essence, you'll support. Now, this is my take on it. In essence, you'll be supporting Deion.
Right.
I'm supporting the people that he got to leave, but I ain't going to support him. But you are supporting what he did by supporting the children, by supporting the youth. I ain't talking about Shiloh and Shedeur, them his children. Those are his sons. They should go with him. I ain't even talking about Travis Hunter, because it seems like he's like a godson or something. But I'm talking about the other people that he was able to coerce away. I'm talking about people like the running back that left, or Willie Gaines that left and don't ever get in the game, or the offensive lineman that followed him out to Serbia. Deion knew that dude couldn't play. You don't think the coach knew that if you ain't graduated, you can't play? He just didn't want him here. So he's the reason Kevin Coleman left and went to Louisville. He's the reason now, and we don't see all this. We think it's just they changed their mind at the end. No, and our children see us still supporting them. So in their mind, I don't have to be at Jackson State to get their support. Don't care where I am, they still gonna support me the same. I'm a little different. I'm a little older. I'm 51. I'm a little different. I ain't supporting y'all. I'm not hoping anything bad happened to you. If you have a good career wherever you went, that's cool. If you make it to the league, that's cool. But you don't have my support. Well, I'm putting my energy in to say, I'm supporting you. My energy ain't for that. Now, I ain't telling nobody else what to do. I'm clearly just speaking for me.
Right.
CNN wrote an article. The name of the article: Deion Sanders is the hero that African Americans want and need right now. And he has crushed everything. He has done everything in his power to crush everything back. Dancing in that dress. Did you see him dancing in that dress to the song "Like a Virgin"?
Hmm.
But I'm just
Oh,
saying,
I remember that one.
huh?
I remember that. I remember that. It was the lip sync show.
So yes. So one time, right? We was on there. I think it was your panel, and Zoe was on here. And what I was telling, because everybody, until the season started, a lot of people was talking about how what Shadul would have done here. It don't matter. He ain't here no more. Let's talk about the people that's here, that's at
Right.
Jackson State right now. Don't get as much love from a lot of the Jackson State fans as the people that left you. We should be. Who's the starting quarterback? Jason Brown. Who's
Jason
the
Brown.
starting running backs? Who's the starting receivers? Our DNs, our D10. Those are the people that we should be talking about more than anything.
Hmm.
Those are the ones we should be talking about more than anything. Those people that left shouldn't even be on the same level as the ones that's here. And as the ones that coming, they are gone. I'm not saying they sold out, but they followed a sellout. And that Deion is teaching them to be a sellout. I'm telling you, these Billy Apes done got on my damn nerves, and I ain't taking no. And I can't take no pity on them no more. That's what they're doing to our children. These celebrities, that's what they're doing. Cameron out there in Colorado, out there. One of the rappers, I don't be knowing the Quavo, whatever. I don't know nobody. I don't know their name. I'll give The Rock his props because The Rock was still at Jackson State, and he probably will be again with his XFL thing.
Yep.
He didn't turn his back. Okay, he's supporting Deion, but he's still here. I ain't even mad at The Rock. You feel me? But think about it. But most of these people that we have looked up to and loved in sports, how many of them went to an HBCU that you truly loved? See, when I tell people I was never a Deion fan, and the reason, even when he played, and the reason I was never a Deion fan is because I was a Jerry Rice fan. And whenever I mention Jerry Rice, everybody and their mama, oh, Deion can do this and Deion can do that. But I was a Rice fan. Rice, we still say right now in the part of Mississippi I'm from, Jerry Rice is the only player in football history that made all world. Everybody else can be all state. You can be all American. Jerry Rice, all world. I was a Rice fan. I always supported the HBCUs.
What's his nickname? His nickname was World.
World Rice. Jerry World Rice. Never turned his back on his people. You could come back home to Greenville, Mississippi. When he was playing when he was with the 49ers, his wife was from Greenville. I forget, he was up a little further north from there. But you
He's
would
from
never,
Crawford.
Crawfordville, he was a little north, but you could always see him. Jerry Rice, where you playing basketball at Strange Park on the south side? He played in the softball league with my brothers. He said he loved coming home because there he could just be Jerry. He hung out in a damn juke joint named the High Chaparral. He never changed who he was when he came back with his folks, and he looked out for his people. He would go back to the school there, and people and all the high school football players there, you can come and get your free Jerry Rice workout for a month because that's what he gonna be working out at, and I ain't charging. Just come over here with me. I'm gonna show you what we do in the NFL. I was always a Rice fan, never a Deion fan with that Jerry curl. But the battle ain't even Deion. The battle is the people that's following Deion and spew whatever he say, and then don't, regardless of what receipt She Loves Thee showed the other night about Deion line, the people that follow him.
Which was phenomenal. It was phenomenal how she did that.
Yes, but all the people that follow him, all the people that follow and support him, is they are the bigger problem. Dion ain't nothing without them.
Right.
And the people that set this up know it. So let's pull all those minds away from being with black people. Even though all them white schools, what they do in Texas, Florida, they probably gonna make it national. What the equity, inclusion, everything they trying. Well, you can't just get in. You understand what I'm saying? Regardless of all that, we still gonna support that. See, it's way bigger than Dion. He just the smiling face they put on TV. He's really nothing. It's way bigger than him. The people that follow him, all these rules that they have made, and most of the people that following him don't know about the rules. They are still HBCUs are still underfunded, and that's what it is. It's way bigger than him. He's nothing. He's nothing. In all honesty, he's nothing. So, Doc, thank you for letting me come up here and speak.
You said a whole handful to me, man. I got your info, so I'm text you in the morning when I get up, man. I'm off tomorrow, so.
Hey, let me say something right quick. Hey, J Money, I don't give a damn about FBA. That's not me. I don't give a damn about FBA. For the record, FBA, ADOS, any of those groups, I'm not a part of. I don't give a shit about FBA or the leader who done scam y'all or who's scamming those people. So I'm not that either. I'm a real revolutionary soldier. That FBA and all that nonsense don't mean nothing to me. But once again, Doc, thanks for letting me speak. Appreciate the chat for listening. I hope y'all heard something that you like. Peace out, man. I'm gonna listen offline.
Peace. Man, y'all know my big homie got to come up in here and set the record straight. And set it straight. But like I said, man, we get tired of the foolishness and the only way that all this can go away if he just go out there and just say, hey, chill out. Just chill out. What a one man. Like, just chill out. That's all we need to say. That's all we need to do. But he's not gonna do it because they don't control his narrative. As long as he let people do and say what they want to say about our institutions, he's in control of the whole narrative. It's like a puppet. It's a puppet. He's the puppet master, and he pulling the strings on everybody. He's pulling the strings on all the people that follow him. So in all fairness and honesty, I don't give a shit no more. I'm gonna watch football. I'm gonna watch the game because it's football. I love football. I'm gonna still cheer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cheer for Shador. I'm gonna cheer for Shiloh. You know, mainly Shiloh. Why? Because he has a degree from Jackson State. I care less about his other kids. I could care less about Ricky Smiley. I don't even watch Ricky Smiley like that no more. Man, Ricky Smiley and Prime, they know each other. They probably met each other a while back when Ricky Smiley was here in Dallas. But it don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. I just get tired of the whole foolishness. I'm tired of them folks being brainwashed out there. just, tired of folks just running their damn mouth, don't know what's going on. Get tired of it. Get tired of it. Get tired of it. Get tired of it. Make sure everybody make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can hit up the Cash App for all donations. Goes back to the channel. It goes back to the channel. Does not stay in my pocket. It goes back to the channel. It gives us access as far as doing travel. Give us access as far as getting equipment. It gives us access as far as doing initiatives. So make sure you want to donate what you can. You can donate $1, $5, $10, $20. It doesn't matter. But like I said, this helps. This helps elevate Black independent media, because this is what it is. This is what this is. Black independent media. And I am independent. I'm Black, and the hell, I am media. But as always, I appreciate everybody for coming along. I know I said I'm going to be out for 30 minutes ago, but listening to my big brother, brother Bakari, we got to have a word. He had to have a word about what's going on, and I think we all need it. Tomorrow, first game at the Vet at home for Jackson State against Bethune-Cookman, 6 o'clock kickoff at Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium. Red out because it is the W.C. Gordon Classic. And, hey, it is what it is. Bethune, you better catch these hands. Jackson State by 40. If you're going to be there, make sure you send pictures. Make sure you send pictures. You can send video. We can put it out here on the channel and give everybody perspective of who is who and everything. But I love everybody that came on. I love all y'all. I love y'all because y'all my family. I love y'all family. Again, I am Doc Holliday. I am the voice of HBCU culture. This has been HBCU Tonight, episode 44. Here goes the foolishness again. In conjunction with HBCU Overdrive, the show has been brought to you by WeWorkForEverything.org. Go out there, hit up that website, get your merchandise, get your clothing, your shirts, your long sleeves, your sweaters, your hoodies, whatever they got. Get it. Black on. All right. But we'll be back up here tomorrow morning for HBCU Saturday football, HBCU Overdrive Saturday football tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and give a rundown all the games that will be going on tomorrow. And then pregame show at 5 o'clock for Jackson State versus Bethune. And then directly after the game will be the post-game show where we go over all the games from earlier on Saturday. All right. But I'm going to say it like this. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay dangerous. If it's still hot where you at, stay hydrated and make sure you take control of your narrative. And that's real talk. And also remember this. They can't duplicate this, but they want to eradicate it. Let that sink in. Peace.